Huh?
Josh, I'd like to kick us off.
Leon, obviously you didn't start the game, but kind of watching on, what did you make of that start in particular and the kind of performance overall?
I don't think there's too much to say other than that it's not Rangers standard and therefore it's not good enough. And then the result speaks for itself at halftime.
Did you feel like you've done enough in the second half to bring it back, or because the team came back from 2-0 down in midweek, didn't manage to build that momentum today for whatever reason?
I mean, obviously not trying to be rude, but again, the result speaks for itself. If we would have done enough to get back, we would have at least equalised or won the game. Were there chances? Yes, but was it enough? Clearly not, because we lost.
Manager just been speaking about why we're here, speaking about another defeat again. More generally then, what do you put this down to? Why is this the third time the Rangers have lost in a row?
I wish I could tell you, honestly. It's painful for me personally, and I'm sure it is painful for the boys in the dressing room now. It's quite flat. It certainly is for every supporter, because I'm very well aware of what many of them give to be here every week or every 2 weeks. And yeah, we've let them down again. And I just said it to Rangers media as well. It feels like every other week one of us is sitting in front of you guys or standing in front of that camera trying to explain something, but I think people are just tired, and so are we. But it's in our hands to turn it around. And honestly, I think you know me, I'm very straightforward always, but I couldn't tell you if I wanted to right now. It's just it's baffling, and like I said, it's painful.
Is it the manner of the goals that Rangers are conceding?
Is it what, sorry?
Is it the manner of the goals, the fact that they seem to come from individual errors, moments of brilliance for the opposition?
I wouldn't necessarily say individual brilliance. I mean, mistakes are part of the game, because we are only human. You can never forget that. I know in football there's not room for that in the perception overall, but that's just a fact. It's how you respond to it. Ideally, you don't make them, of course, and at a club of this size, there's not much tolerance for it. And I think we all know about this when we sign here. And then it comes down to standards, probably. Can we say, yeah, we're not very confident at the moment because of how the season went? Yes, for sure. But you need to roll up your sleeves and then go against it and make sure you get it right, because we have done that in the past as well. So I would never just... I think overall, our standards, we're not holding ourselves accountable enough. Maybe that's one of the reasons as to why we have this inconsistency in performances and consistency in a lack of performance, kind of.
Leon, you've said there that you're maybe not holding yourself responsible as a group, not you, but individually. Do you think then that does that say then that there's not enough players in that dressing room that care about the results and their performances?
I don't think it's my place to say that, because I can only speak for myself. I would not say the group does not care, because then only 4 days ago, I think everybody showed that they do. Because it's not easy to come back from a 2-0 at Rugby Park. I think we can all agree on that. That is not the easiest away game. And to come back in the manner we did as well, to turn around to 4-2, I think that showed you that people, or that the players have character and that they do care. That's why I'm a bit in loss of words or even an answer as to what is the exact reason. I can't really put my finger on it. It's just, I think there's just many things coming together, and we need to figure them out. And then again, I understand everybody who would say, shut the F up, because how many more times am I going to sit here, or a manager or another player? We need to change it, and that's the only thing that counts.
The manager said Fenerbahce and Celtic games would end up in really heavy defeats if we performed like that. Do you as a group then, how do you respond to that, and how do you embrace that challenge?
Well, we have to prove him wrong, but he's making a fair point, because if you can't beat Motherwell, with all due respect to them, at home, I think it's fair to say that Celtic and Fenerbahce are a different type of opposition, and probably higher quality as well.
Leon,
Last couple. were missing, injured for the last couple of defeats here. Just how personally did that feel when you're sitting on the sidelines, unable to sort of play a part and help your teammates?
It's painful because, like I said before, I would never say there's a lack of care there, because they do. I've seen them for the past, 5 weeks roughly since Menu. And there are discussions. There are, like, you see the frustration when they come back in after defeat, and it's painful because you want to help. Obviously, I want to add in my experience. I want to give what I can give, my qualities on the pitch, and you're just sidelined. That's always probably one of the worst situations, apart from being injured anyway. But if you then see your club going through a period like this, where it's like, okay, we bounce back, and you want to kind of use the momentum, and then you get literally swept off the carpet or swept off your feet again. It's like, oh my God. So it's draining.
Last one. This week's game, Jose Mourinho, have you had the experience of coming up against his teams before?
I need to think. You might need to help me out here. Was he Manu's manager in August 2018? I'm not sure if it was him or if it was Van Gaal. I think I played against Mourinho only once. If he was the manager, actually, that was my Premier League debut. And we beat him at Brighton, with Brighton 3-2 at home. So that was a very fond memory. But I mean, he's a very, very big character, a very big manager in the football world. And there's a lot of respect that you need to have for his name. I personally enjoy his press conference because a lot of people, I think, call him arrogant. Might be. But I think he's a very special character, and I think you need a few characters who are not too generic in football to keep it entertaining, and also to give you guys something to write about.
I'll be the last one.
Yeah. This team has obviously had its troubles domestically, but Europe has been able to offer a change of circumstance and a fresh energy. I mean, is that going to be the hope for this team, that going back into Europa League, you can find that spark again?
I think it's it's a big opportunity for us on Thursday away. It might actually help that we play the first game away after what happened domestically, and get supporters back on our side. But again, we need to make at least 2 massive steps forward from today in order to get a result there. It probably helps that then we play European again straight after, a week later. So it's a massive chance, massive opportunity, and we really need to put everything into the game. We have to do it anyway, but now even more.
Okay, guys, that's about to noon tomorrow, guys. Thanks.